Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're taking a look at the top 10 shocking Royal Rumble eliminations. For this list, we're ranking the most memorably unexpected eliminations from WWE's famous Royal Rumble match. Did we leave any out? Let us know in those comments below. Number 10, Mil Mascaras eliminates himself. We're actually going to kick things off on our list with a question. What the hell was up with the 1997 Royal Rumble match? The event featured not one, not two, but 3 instances of wrestlers eliminating themselves by going over the top rope and having both their feet touch the floor. We can sort of understand the reasoning behind Ahmed Johnson and Farouk doing so, since they were both in a heated rivalry at the time, but the story behind Mexican wrestling legend Mil Mascaras' elimination is much weirder. Mascaras' ego was reportedly so big that he chose to do a crossbody onto an opponent outside the ring, rather than put anyone else over by allowing them to eliminate him. Number 9, Bray Wyatt eliminates Daniel Bryan. The bloom may have been off the rose for Daniel Bryan when it came to the WWE brass in 2015, but that didn't mean that the WWE Universe had forgotten their love for the former world champion. They wanted Bryan to win the Royal Rumble match and win back the title he had won at the previous year's WrestleMania. It was not to be, however, as Bryan was eliminated shockingly early by Bray Wyatt. The Philadelphia crowd lost their collective minds and effectively turned on the match, booing every wrestler out the building after that point, regardless of whether they were a good or bad guy. Number 8, Damien eliminates Andre the Giant, sort of. Okay, so we're having a little fun with our next entry, since technically Andre the Giant eliminated himself, but in our heads, we're gonna chalk up the win to Jake the Snake's iconic pet python, Damien. The Giant's fear of cold-blooded reptiles was a storyline angle that had been playing out with the feud between Andre and Jake, while at the same time making it an easy way to write Andre out of the match, while keeping his reputation strong. The sight of Andre the Giant hightailing it over the top rope and running for the hills is still one of the most memorable early moments from the WWE's Royal Rumble history. Number 7, Kane eliminates Santino Marella. There have been a number of in and out entrants within the Royal Rumble match. One that often comes to mind was the Warlord, who lasted a whole 2 seconds in 1989 before being eliminated by Hulk Hogan. Then there was Bushwhacker Luke, who marched into the ring in 1991, got tossed over by Earthquake, and marched to the back, having spent only 3.9 seconds in the match. Finally, there's our number 7 entry, a comedy wrestling favorite whose Royal Rumble legacy was lasting 1.5 seconds before being annihilated by Kane. To paraphrase Santino himself, he wasn't ready. Number 6, Batista and John Cena eliminate each other. It was one of the most surreal moments in Royal Rumble history. Yes, even more bizarre than a face Hogan cheating to eliminate a heel Sid Justice at the 1992 Royal Rumble match. It was the time Batista and John Cena accidentally botched the ending to the 2005 match by falling over the top rope together and hitting the ground at the same time. Referees and WWE officials were so confused that Vince McMahon had to march down to the ring to restore order. But wait, there's more! McMahon actually tears both of his quadricep muscles getting into the ring, so essentially the owner of the company is sitting there injured, the match has to be restarted, and it's an absolute hot mess. Number 5, Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton eliminates Nia Jax. Nia Jax wasn't the first woman to enter the Royal Rumble match, more on that in a second, but she certainly deserves to be mentioned in the history books for her elaborate elimination. Jax was cleaning house in the men's Royal Rumble match when it became clear to the other competitors that this threat needed to be eliminated. So she ate a super kick from Dolph Ziggler, a 619 courtesy of Rey Mysterio, and Randy Orton's RKO before Mysterio and the Viper finally eliminated Jax from the match. The moment not only made Jax look like a badass, but also a legitimate threat for some serious veteran talent. Number 4, China eliminates Mark Henry. The 9th wonder of the world, China, smashed down a lot of barriers for women in the world of professional wrestling. Women like Beth Phoenix, who had her own Royal Rumble moment when she eliminated the Great Khali with a kiss. Chyna was the first woman to compete in the men's match, taking the number 30 slot in 1999, and actually eliminating the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, before being eliminated herself. Although her actual time in the ring wasn't very long, it was her impact and the legacy of her fearlessness that makes this moment stand the test of time. Number 3. Shawn Michaels eliminates Triple H. The career of Shawn Michaels is basically one giant highlight reel, and his track record in the Royal Rumble match is no different. Whether it was the iconic image of Michaels skinning the cat prior to his 1995 elimination of the British Bulldog, to Shawn's shocking elimination of Kurt Angle in 2005, the Heartbreak Kid knew how to create memorable moments. Another of these was the time Michaels proved the old Royal Rumble adage, every man for himself, when he eliminated his partner and friend Triple H from the 2010 event. And right after, the game saved Michaels bacon in the ring too. The look on Trips' face after hitting the floor pretty much said it all. Number 2. Mr. McMahon eliminates Stone Cold Steve Austin. Fans couldn't believe it. Could the owner and chairman of the World Wrestling Federation actually put himself over and script himself to win his own pay-per-view event? Why yes he could. This is exactly what happened, but you know what? It worked. This is because the feud between Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vince McMahon's Mr. McMahon character was so red hot, the fans could buy into the fact that this evil boss could be so petty and conniving against one of his own employees. Add to this a little bit of outside interference from The Rock to keep Austin's character strong, and you have yet another genius maneuver from one genius storyline. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Maven eliminates The Undertaker. Come on, how could there possibly be a different elimination at the number 1 spot? Maven was the first winner of WWE's Tough Enough competition, and big things seemed primed for him on the horizon. How big? Well, how about eliminating The Undertaker from the Royal Rumble match? Actually, we're not sure if this idea was so hot, since the elimination is remembered more for the beatdown delivered to Maven by Taker in the aftermath, rather than anything it did for the Tough Enough alumni. Still, it's on the record books, and it certainly left our jaws on the floor back in 2002. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.